Dusty Toyz, hey you.
Welcome back to Dusty Toyz. It's been a while, but good to see you. Just a quick one today. We're going to build some stuff thanks to AliExpress. Got some cheap knockoff Lego-esque building blocks based on a book that I very much enjoyed reading. It's called Romance of the Three Kingdoms. It's from, a little bit before my time. I think it was about 100 or 200 CE. We've got the main protagonists here. I'm going to butcher their names during the building of this, but we'll see how we go. Let's just crack it open and talk about it while we do it. I wonder if it's going to get noisy. I hope not. If it does crinkle, I do apologise. But straight out of the packet, they look pretty simple to make. You can see here, this is our first guy. His name's Liu Bei. He was kind of like the leader of the main story, at least. Anyway, we've got his good mates with him here. Quite an honourable character is Liu Bei. I don't know if his hair goes around that way. It looks like it does. It's a nice little detail. I probably should have done that first. Looks like he's got a shoulder pad as well. So they gave me the head on, but looks like you can take them off and pop on his shoulder pads. It's very 80s glittery fashion, isn't it? Although putting his arms on first probably would have been a better idea. Let's just pop that on real quick. Not sure if any of this is in focus. It does come with some accessories. It comes with a stand. Looks like all of them come with a stand, so that's pretty cool. There he is. He comes with a couple of swords. You can pop those in for now. A little bit of a sideways articulation there with the arms. That's unusual for this sort of stuff, so that's kind of cool. But this is Liu Bei. I thought he might have come with a... he did. Well done, Dusty Toyz. Blind. I thought he came with a cape, and there it is. So now we've got to do this all again. Jeez, cracking start, isn't it? Hey? I said it was going to be a quick video. It would be quick if I could lock in and get this done properly the first time instead of mucking around. But these capes are always so fiddly. It's almost like they build the hole slightly smaller than the neck peg. But we get that on. Shoulder pads on again. Look at us cracking on. Boom. That's spiffy. Look at that detail. That's kind of pretty, isn't it? I'm not fixing it if it's wrong again. I'll fix it up later if it is. But give him his sword. How does that look? I don't even know if you're seeing any of this. I should really be checking the camera. I'm too busy looking at the actual figure to worry about the shots at this stage. It's looking quite nice, isn't he? In focus, camera? Hello. There we go. Looking kind of cool. Straight away out of focus. Well done. Stay in focus. Out of focus. I'll do a shot later on with them all in focus. So that's Liu Bei. He's very cool. He does have a strategist, an offsider, a friend called Zhuge Liang. A bit of a hipster in the Three Kingdoms. The book, if I didn't say it before, it's called Romance of the Three Kingdoms. The Shu, the Wei, and the Han dynasties. Let's just double check. Any capes? No, but he does have a very fetching... Of course, he's got double face. Look at that. He's got a face on that side and a face on that side. That's kind of weird, but that's alright. He comes with this very fetching headgear, and it looks like long sleeves. I wonder if it's that way. Yes, the sleeves go downwards. I do like how the arms just kind of clip in, kind of like that. And then he has this fan looking thing that he hangs on to. And then let's just see if he stands on his stand real quick. I'm going to focus on him. Focus. Go. Not bad. That's Zhuge Liang. Let's go to... I'll leave him to last because he's kind of my favorite dude. This is the fiery general called Zhang Fei. Now, Zhang Fei and Liu Bei, they were pretty good mates. The two of them and a third guy who's coming up shortly, is the one I'm leaving till last, had this pact basically that said, let's free China from all the bandits and let's be awesome. And so that's kind of what they did. Now, what I've got here from Zhang Fei is, I'm pretty sure, his beard. He's supposed to have this pretty gnarly looking beard. Look at that. That's a pretty cool looking beard. Although, well done, Dusty. It's on backwards. Let's just flip it around this way. Here we go. So, a very cool looking beard. I wonder if I can zoom in on this stuff. That might be better. Can I do that? In a focus? Focus. Do that thing where you put the hand. Yeah. And then instantly out of focus. So I'm going to struggle. You can see my hands a lot. These are not very big. They're only Lego minifig size. But Zhang Fei, very well known for holding a bridge by himself against a horde of enemies. He was a very strong warrior. Loved his drink though. It was his downfall actually. He liked his wine way too much. You can stand on that, bro. There we go. So that's Zhang Fei. He's very, very cool. Together they conquered China, ancient China. Let's do this guy next. Liu Bei had 5 generals that were basically his offsiders for the entire series of the book. We've got 3 of them here. Zhuge Liang was not one of those generals. The other 2 generals were too boring for me to get. I didn't want to get those ones. They're not really the main ones. They only come later on. But this is Zhao Yun. He's famous for saving Liu Bei's son when he was an infant. He went back during some fighting and picked him up on his horse and heroically ran away and saving Liu Bei's son's life. So for that act, Liu Bei made him a general. General nuisance with this cape, that's for sure. Am I right? You bet I am. Does he have shoulder pads? No. Good check, just in case. Is he two-faced as well? Oh, he is. He's got like a serious face and like a grinning, come get some looking face. Can you see that there? It's kind of cool. Oh, we'll leave him with his come get some looking face. Oh, he does have shoulder pads. Got mixed up with his helmet. Good job, me. Jeez, I'm doing well, aren't I? These still looking alright, even though, you know, I'm not doing great. Again, probably should have put the arms on first, but I can fix those up later if I need to. He's actually kind of coming together okay at this stage. I won't need to do too much except for my old fingers that don't really want to do what they're told. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Otherwise, I'm going to have to turn you off. Yep, turn you off. I'll be back in a sec. Crikey, the YouTube censors would not have liked the last couple of seconds there of vision if I was recording. But that's Zhao Yun. He's looking pretty good. He was kind of like the young whippersnapper of the generals. He was brave, loyal, as is this last guy. This guy was so revered they ended up making him a god, I believe. His name is Guan Yu. He's the god of loyalty in ancient China. So devoted was he to Liu Bei's cause that famously escaped capture many times to rejoin his brother. They weren't really brothers, but they were seen as, close as brothers. Let's see how much I can mess this guy up, hey? Can we do it first go without messing things up? Well, never say never. Arms first. I do like how it's almost like a little ball joint that it sits on. It means it's got a little bit of sideways movement. I do like that. Now, Guan Yu was actually renowned as like one of the bigger, taller warriors in Liu Bei's army. Zhang Fei was seen as the best fighter, but Guan Yu was also pretty adept at his weaponry. This has got not just a cape, but also shoulder pads. This guy's got a little bit of everything. And because it's Guan Yu, a luscious beard. I wonder if this is going to go on like that with his head on. So he's got a very stoic looking face, hasn't he? Very stoic looking. What's the other side like? Oh, the serious style. I do wonder though. I reckon that it should be like that, with his kind of flowing beard. Yes. Bristling in the wind with his hair behind him. Although it looks kind of like Harry Potter-esque with the thing on the back of his head. And then he gets this cool looking hat. And then look at this halberd. Look at that. There's some cool detail on these guys. Not official Lego. Not anything that I've heard of before. I can't remember the name of the place other than AliExpress, which is where I got it. But stick him on his thing. How's that look? Pretty darn good. Let's bring the other guys up. So there's Liu Bei. Get a little bit closer, bro. There we go. And then Zhuge Liang. And then let's get the other third brother, Zhang Fei. Yep. And then bump in from the back there, Zhao Yun. So that's kind of cool. As a bonus, let's do this one real quick because this is 2 packets. In my AliExpress adventures, I saw something pretty cool. Let's just move these guys back. I'm not just a fan of the Romance of the Three Kingdoms novel, I'm also a fan of cool 80s TV shows. So if you remember, Australian viewers, both of you, Monkey Magic, it's based on the story of Journey to the West, which is the Monkey King heading towards India in terms of finding redemption and life, being joined by his friends. Either way, I found, let me just put it all out, look at that, everywhere, all the way up to back to Dusty. We found a minifig of the Monkey King. Now, it's a lot of accessories. Let's just see if I can do this without messing it up too badly, but do it fast enough that, you know, fall asleep. We'll skip through to the end if you want, you know, I don't really care. Growly angry face, and a cool looking monkey looking face, so we might actually give him that one when we get there. We need to, it's an interesting piece. Oh, I wonder if that comes apart. I wonder if it does. It just slides in there, and then this one. So it's like a little battle skirt style thing. He's got a cool looking cape. Wonder what that is. Oh, I think I know. Okay, so let's go with shoulder pads on top. As I was going to say as always, but that doesn't look so good with the cape underneath it. So let's quickly swap that around. I did say this was going to be a quick video, yet here I am dilly-dallying. Apologies, skip through to the end. Looking kind of cool. And then look at that. And then you get his tail thing. And then the cool part, if you remember the Monkey Magic show, is he has this little staff that he hides behind his ear, but he twirls around. He's pretty adept with it as well. He's good at bashing people with it. Comes with his own little stand as well, so let's get him standing up there. Of course, there we go. Wow, that's kind of cool. So there we have it, some ancient Chinese minifigs. Let's just move the camera rather than move the people, because that's easier. So yeah, pretty cool. I said a short one. It's probably going to be longer than I wanted, but thanks for sticking through to the end. For those that skip through, good idea. Great idea. Glad you skipped through to see the finished product. We'll catch you next time. Bye.